Same with the Nashville Home Guys. I'm coming at you live from my house that we're doing construction on. So, anyways, wanted to do the market update because there's obviously a lot of movement, and what we're trying to do is keep everybody informed on what's going on in the market as far as inventory and sales price and all that good stuff. So, let's dive right on into this. So, there are three main things that I'm trying to look at here. So, the first thing is what is our inventory situation? Second thing is obviously what is the average sales price? And then the third thing is that how much buying activity are we having in the market? So if we start here on the first line, we can look at how many new listings hit the market in August. And it was up 8% over July, but still down 15% year over year. We're just not getting a ton of homes that are hitting the market. People are only moving if either, A, they have to with work or family needs, et cetera. And really, B, a lot of this new construction is starting to come up on the market because it's complete now. So that's been the main driver of inventory. Not that many people are selling their house just to sell it, right? Um, as far as the amount of homes that went under contract in August, it was up 9% over July, but still down 4% over last year. So you can see that the activity of buying has just gone down a little bit, but it is picking back up just a tad. The amount of homes that are active, so not under contract, so a good indicator of like what inventory is out there able to be consumed. We are up 20%, 21% year over year. Starting to have some more selection out there. This seems like a very drastic number, but remember last year we were operating at the bottom line of inventory. So we're going to see a drastic number here. And it's, up 3% over July. If we look at closings right here, so closings were down 5% year over year, but they were up 10% over July. Again, activity is picking up a little bit as far as, over the prior month, but we are still obviously down from last year. And a lot of that's, the main driver of that is, again, interest rates. If we're looking at the sales price, the average sales price in August in Davidson County as a whole was $664,000 and a little over $664,000, which is down 5% month over month, but it's still up 7% year over year. And then lastly, I want to look at this month supply of inventory. So, essentially anything under 5 or 6 months supply is still considered a seller's market. It's a little bit more balanced right now, again, as people are just more picky because they're having to pay a lot more for a mortgage, and then B, there's just a lot less buying activity. So I would say it's a little bit more balanced right now, but we still only have a 3-month supply of inventory, which is crazy. It's up 20% year over year, and it's down a little bit over July. So one of the things we're going to keep talking about is that inventory is remaining relatively flat throughout this year because we're not getting a overload of new inventory on the market. And what that means is when the interest rate does finally drop to a bearable, for most of the people to jump back into the market, which, won't take a big dip. I think once we get back into the low 6s, upper 5s, we're going to have a lot more people in the market. It's going to be more competitive because our inventory hasn't yet built up to the level where we're going to have ample inventory for everybody. And that's kind of the same sentiment around a lot of the large, economic forecasters as part of NAR, Fannie and Freddie, and some of these other places out here, just kind of giving their market update. Obviously, none of us have a crystal ball. So now I don't want to look at this data as we got to refine some pricing because there's been some big houses that have gone under contract. There's some big houses, a lot of big houses that are accumulating on the market as well in terms of price. So what if we took it down to $1 million as our max, and then we saw how this affected the numbers? Because again, a lot of this, $2, $3, $4 million house inventory is starting to stack up on the market. So if we do that and we look at houses under $1 million, you can see that the amount of new listings is flat month over month and is down 21% year over year. I mean, that's a staggering number. That means we are not getting a lot of new inventory on the market. New under contract, down 6% year over year, up 6% month over month. That's pretty similar to what we saw on the other, in the other data set. Under contract inventory, it's just down. So down 3% month over month, down 18% year over year. Less homes going under contract. Closings, we were up 7% month over month, but year over year down 5%. So a lot of stuff that went under contract in July closed out in August. And then we saw a lot less closings than last August. Look at this. It dropped the sales price when you just capped it at $1 million. So if you took out all listings over $1 million, it dropped the average sales price to $436, $430. That's flat month over month and pretty flat year over year, only up 2%. And then month supply, check this out. We're still operating at under a 3-month supply. So we're down 6% month over month, but we are up 14% year over year. So again, kind of the same sentiment, less inventory, less buying activity year over year, but we're still at a low inventory level and prices are holding steady. And that's kind of the reoccurring theme that we're seeing. So if you have any questions about buying or just about the market in general, if I need to run these numbers for Rutherford County or Williamson County where I live, I would be more than happy to do that and give you your own personal consultation about these numbers. So give the Nashville Home Guys a call and we will get you moving.